medicine. There aren't that many opportunities to create a legacy anymore, but I'm about to give you an idea for exactly that. The East Side landmark known as Bella's Place is on the market, and for the right person, it has an amazing potential. I say this because of the way the island's growing, the direction of the population, and the building and property already have a ton of built-in potential. So let's meet the woman behind that right now, Bella Chamberlain. Bella, thanks for joining us. What inspired you to choose Politilli Bight as the location for Bella's Place, and how has the community there contributed to its charm?
Well, I chose Politilli Bight because when I was looking for land here on the island, it was easy access from the main road, so that was important to me. I don't have to build a road, I don't have to put in power and water very far, so convenience-wise is one thing. I think the property stayed unsold for a long time because although it's roadside, and that's important for a commercial enterprise, they just couldn't see how beautiful the actual half acre is. And I was able to walk it because I happen to have my steel toe boots on when I was down here visiting. And once I walked this hillside and just saw the potential here, I just fell in love with it. I mean, this was the fourth piece of land that I looked at and bought it right away. So Politilli Bight, I hadn't been to the village when I bought the property, to tell you the truth, but once I was there and lived there with the community, I just fell in love with it. The people there, the church there, the children. I taught school pre-COVID. I volunteered as an ESL teacher there and just played with the kids and bathed in the sea with them and shared pineapples and bananas later. And the pastor still brings the kids here to the pool sometimes on Saturdays for a swim day. So Politilli is definitely my home, and I love the people here in Politilli and on the island.
Can you describe the experience of watching a sunset from Bella's Place? I mean, what makes that a standout feature of your property?
Madison, the sunsets at Bella's are so special. I absolutely love it. You're in this prime spot with me virtually, and over my shoulder, of course, is the North Shore of Roatan, and the sun sets in midsummer way out here over the water, and in winter it moves over that direction. So I don't know if our viewers can see, but we are on the rooftop of Bella's Place in the prime position for dinner hour. Actually, the breeze is wonderful. It comes all the way through, but the building itself, the way it was designed, protects from the road noise and the road dust. We're a little bit lower than the road intentionally for that reason, so that you just feel like you're in the middle of nowhere, which you kind of are on Roatan. And the sunset and the turquoise water, what we're looking at over directly behind me there is we have Milton Bight and we have Johnson Bight over there, and the old lionfish Louise is down there with a little island. And then on this other side we're looking at Politilli Bight, but you guys can't see that from where you're at. But the sunsets are amazing, and no one sunset is like any other here. So that's my favorite feature here.
Bella, how does the hillside garden contribute to the ambiance of the residence and restaurant, and what potential do you see for its future development?
Well, the hillside gardens were very important to me because as a child we always had gardens, and it's just home to me to be able to go outside and pick your own berries for your Cheerios as a child. And so I wanted to mimic that here and not only have beautiful flowers, but like a farm to table, just like when I grew up. So whether I have a restaurant or not, I'll always try to cook farm to table. So the gardens were so important to me here that when I was renting and while this was being built, I would start plants in little pots and take them wherever I had to rent, and I ended up with like 30 or 40 pots. So I was landscaping as they were building, so when it was done, you can take a meandering walk down there. And dogs are also important to me, so the dogs being able to run and have their fun and be safe away from other dogs, away from being hurt in any way. Those gardens are just a wonder to walk through, and I really enjoy it when families come and children can go run through the gardens. Even at night, I'll get out flashlights when I have a family and the adults want to sit and have a glass of wine, but they have children here, so I send the kids out on a snipe hunt with flashlights in the gardens, and parents can relax because it's completely fenced here and they can be safe with their kids so they can have some adult time, and the kids can wander in the yard just like when I was growing up.
If you don't mind, I'd like to have you go down to one of my favorite features, the pool with the swim-up bar. Okay, we're joining Bella. The swim-up bars at the pool, a unique feature. What kinds of experiences or events have your guests enjoyed there? And how do you envision its use by the new owner?
The swim-up pool bar. Well, I didn't get in a shot for that, sorry. The swim-up pool bar is over here in the corner, and our viewers can take a look at it some other time. But it is unique in that we come down and give you personal service. You can have your lunch right in the pool, or like me, you can sit by the pool and have your drinks anytime. And watermelon from our yard, so we enjoy that. What kind of experiences people have had here? Well, we have live music, and you can be in the pool on a Sunday afternoon and listening to live music. You can hop out of the pool and go join the band, so that's always been fun for people with the cajones or another guitar to just come and enjoy this pool. So it's kind of a family time. What do I envision someone else doing? Well, one of my thoughts was that on the other side of this pool, there's ample area that you could have a deck on both sides, and you could cover that deck or have it be down so that your table is at pool height, which would be nice to put your fingers in the water when you're having your lunch. So I envision a second deck on the other side of this pool that people could really enjoy, and then bump it so that you could be walking all the way around this deck. So enjoy the pool. We're down here having drinks today, so cheers, and for the next question I'll probably go inside, okay?
Well, as you can see, folks, there are a lot of aspects to Bella's place. A few years back, Bella created a humidor lounge that has many opportunities. Let's join Bella there now. You know, Bella, you've always been creative. How did your background in the 82nd Airborne and the skills and experiences you gained in the military influence the creation and operation of Bella's place?
Hey, Madison, that's a good question. So, as you can tell, we moved down here to the Velvet Humidor, which is the official name for the room that we're in this afternoon, because we have air conditioning down here and it's a very private, quiet place to enjoy. So my experience in the military influenced this a lot, and many people have asked me, why do you have to have such security here? Is it really that dangerous on Roatan? And no, it's not. And so this is a bit of overkill for a lot of people, but for me, being on my own here, it was important that I feel safe and comfortable in my own home, and that my guests feel the same. Yes, there is crime here, but I don't have to outrun the bear. I just have to be a more difficult target from anybody else. So what you're looking at here in this room, we do call the Velvet Humidor. It is a whiskey cigar bar, although most people don't smoke in here, and it certainly doesn't have a smoky feel. It's just an environment. It's a man cave, if you will. And so, but I call it affectionately, this is Bella's bunker. So we are halfway underground. It is naturally very cool here. We are surrounded by a lot of concrete, a lot of rebar, and it's very safe and quiet down here. You feel like you're in a different world. So this is one thing that I did in case of emergency. Certainly if there was a hurricane or something like that, then this would be a safe place to go. But in addition, this place is entirely fenced. I have a lot of security measures here, but I don't talk about all of those on video. So just to keep things safe here. So it was important to me, and I think for a future owner, it's a nice touch to have, to where if something goes wrong, you'll know about it before anybody else knows that you know about it. So that was important to me because of my background.
Bella, what aspects of the property do you believe offer the most potential for expansion, and what kind of owner do you think would be ideal to realize your vision?
Madison, there's two areas that I think have a great potential for expansion here. The first is that when I designed the hillside, as I mentioned in the other question, I made sure that the banana plantation, as I call it, remains kind of native in the angle. We didn't put any pipes underneath, so that this could be a boutique resort. So it certainly can hold it. The plans are already there to make this into maybe 5 or 6 units. You could certainly do separate little buildings down the hillside if you wanted to, but that's where I envision expansion. The other thing is this room right here. Brian James, as you know, is my boyfriend, and so when the band has been practicing down in this very room, Brian said he really thought that a place like this could be converted into a studio for musicians to record, and if it was a small boutique resort that was very private, then if you had enough equipment in here, this would be a great place to record albums. and then they could stay on site and be completely out of the public's eye. So I really like that idea. That certainly takes a bit of financial undertaking because of the equipment involved, and of course phase 2 would be to put the rooms in. But I think that artists wanting to record in privacy with the right tools, this would be a perfect spot for them on a great island, be in the pool, and then, hey, get a song idea, and then come down into the Velvet Humidor and record it. So that's what I think.
Bella's Place has become a bucket list achievement for you, which means you're off to something new. What does it mean to you personally, and how do you see the next owner continuing its legacy?
Well, Madison, it definitely was a bucket list for me. When I decided to retire and live on a Caribbean island and start a restaurant, people thought I was crazy. People didn't really believe in me, and so it was important to prove to myself that I can certainly go somewhere and build and dream and make it a reality. So what it meant for me to realize this was to build a place where people can come and feel like family and to be part of the community and make sure that locals are welcome, islanders are welcome. We have fancy parties. You can come in your flip-flops. We prefer you come in flip-flops. They're more comfortable here. And so for me, it just means a sense of self-accomplishment that I can do it. And now it's time for me to move on. So it wasn't ever a dream to actually own a restaurant necessarily, but a dream to create places and spaces where people come together and sometimes turn off your phone and just enjoy a conversation and things like that. So how I hope that someone takes this as a legacy and moves forward is to don't make it exclusive. Don't make it expensive. Make it reasonable so that all people can come and enjoy. Don't charge for the pool. When you give back, God just gives back to you. So it's important for the next owner to give back to the community and be part of this community on Roatan because it was important to me.
Can you share a memorable story or experience from your time running Bella's that encapsulates what makes your property so special?
I think the most fun event we had here in Madison was our solar eclipse party. We just laughed and enjoyed it so much. And how that helps to define what makes this property special is that many of us were in the pool with our glasses on looking up, and other people were up on the roof because they had special tools to look at it, and other people were inside the air conditioning waiting for the right moment to come back outside. So there's a place here for everybody. It's not just one restaurant. We're down here in the Velvet Humidor. Other friends can be at the pool. Other people can be taking a walk in the gardens. So that's what makes this property special. It's not just a restaurant. And that event, it was just like friends came together. I think we had brunch. And if you look at the videos on Facebook, we were all in the pool looking up at just the right moments, and then somebody put on the song Total Eclipse of the Heart. And we were all just laughing with our drinks and turning around bright eyes and just having a really good time. So those who came, I thought that was also the best event that I've had. So we have many others. Of course, we have Lady Spa Day, and we like to say what happens at Bella's stays at Bella's because women can just come in. We close the gate and just let loose and get your nails done or get a massage or just be topless in the pool. Nobody cares. It's just a bunch of women having innocent fun, and then the men come pick them up at 5 o'clock and maybe grab a pizza to go. But the ladies have really enjoyed Lady Spa Day here at Bella's as well.
Okay, Bella, I think it's time to show everyone the garden. We'll see you there. What are the key elements that you believe makes Bella's Place not just a business, but a home? And how do you think the new owner will connect with that?
I think the aspect that makes Bella's Place a home and a restaurant is the gardens, because this is a place of tranquility. This is a place where the dogs can come and roam. This is a place where that's my favorite dog right there. They're all my favorite. But having it farm to table, having all of this beauty around you, it can really impact your mood in such a positive way. So you can just enjoy the beauty of nature. So the dog is over there chasing geckos, and to me that's important. what kind of person needs to appreciate this, how people can love this, is take care of the animals on this island. Adopt some if you can to a place like this where it's safe. Enjoy the gardens and be one with nature. If this is a beautiful island and it's abundant here, and the beauty of all the gardens here, I hope someone will really appreciate that. There needs to be someone here who likes the outdoors. Gardeners can do a lot of the work for you, that's all right. But just enjoy the beauty that this island, and Bella's Place in particular, can offer to you.
Well, as you look forward to your next adventure, what qualities are you seeking in the person who will take over Bella's Place? And why is it important for you to find the right match?
Well, Madison, whoever buys Bella's Place, I definitely hope enjoys fruits and vegetables and gardens and herbs, because there's a tree behind you that it started a mango tree from the pit, and it's not producing yet because it's only been 6 years, but the cashew trees are producing, and I have lots of avocado trees. So I really want someone who will take care of what I've created and allow it to flourish. And maybe someday I'll come back and visit and be able to have mango ice cream made by somebody else. You know, what I've built took me a lot of time, and I put blood, sweat, and tears, literally all of the above, into building Bella's Place, into taking a raw hillside that was on the market for a while because nobody could see a vision. And what I built is different here. It's not an island home. It's not just a concrete structure. It's personal. And so I want for someone to carry that forward. And more than anything, I want them to be at peace here and to love what I've done, but yet more important, make this their own. Take what I've started. I left plenty for someone else to go, ooh, but we could do this or we could do that. But you don't have to. It's done, it's complete, and it's beautiful, and everything is landscaped here. But I want someone to make it their own. I want to be able to say, yeah, that was mine one time, but now it takes on new life. Kind of like letting your children grow up and go on their own. So it's time for me to make a new adventure somewhere else, not in the United States, but I want someone to make this their dream too.
Bella, thank you for joining us today. Folks, if you're interested in Bella's Place, and there's a lot of great places on Roatan, this is truly one with a lot of opportunities. I've talked to so many different people, and they all believe that it's got so much potential. If you're interested in being that person to develop that and to take that to the next level, then contact Bella at the screen below. I'm Madison. Thanks for joining us on Blue Wave TV.